discuss. So I've had a few requests about pregnancy training, so we're just going to do a group class on some pregnancy stuff. This one's based around first trimester, so we can still do everything that you used to do before. If you're new to exercise, I would see your GP for this one. If you've exercised prior to this, it's pretty simple when it comes to pregnancy training. You just do what you did before, you do now. Yeah. So here's a little bit of a circle. I'm going to hand over to Ali, our Pilates instructor. Right. And like I said, this is just a all-body workout for your first trimester.
Beautiful. All right. So we're going 2 exercises back to back for 30 seconds, and then we're doing that for 2 rounds, no break in between. Then we'll have a 45-second break and move to another 2 sets of 2 exercises for 30 seconds on each exercise. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of all over body, nice and slow and controlled movements, making sure you're breathing. And not going too fast throughout these exercises, giving you time for your muscles to squeeze and work the correct areas, alright? So we are going to have a mix of upper body and lower body on our first round. So if you have dumbbells at home or water bottles, we're using around 4 kilos today, 4, 5 or whatever you feel comfortable on. Just a quick demonstration of our first 2 exercises. Arms are up, weights are sitting off of our shoulders, so they shouldn't be resting down like this, okay? Alright, we're going to squat down nice and low, feet shoulder width apart, up and then press above your head and then bring it back down to our starting position. A second exercise, doing a reverse lunge and twisting and then coming back up. So we're doing a bicep curl. Reverse lunge, bicep curl and standing up, making sure your feet stay shoulder width apart. Alright, first 2 exercises, 30 seconds work, getting ready. Hands are up, and nice and slow down, and exhale up, squeezing those legs, and working the shoulders. Try not to rest those weights on your shoulders. Pressing through your heels, keeping your chest up. 10 seconds to go. Last 5, then we're going into reverse lunge with a curl. And down, a reverse curl, and up. Pressing through the front heel. 15 seconds to go. Keeping that chest up nice and tall. Nice and long step behind. After this, back to our squat and our press. Very good. Elbows up. 2 rounds. Back to back. Good one. Up and press. If you're finding that too hard on your shoulders, hands by your side. Squat and standing up nice and tall. Squat and up nice and tall. 5 to go. Last exercise, reverse lunge. Alright, stepping backwards, curl, and standing up. Nice and slow. Last 10 seconds. Make sure to breathe. After this 45-second break. And rest. Very good.
So just in between our rest breaks, I'm just going to educate people on what we should be doing with pregnancy training. So just going to quickly talk about how your body's feeling. So as we start growing, our hips are going to start moving. So as you feel like you can't do things later on in your trimesters, just means you can't do them. You know your body better than anybody else, so you're the best judge of it, right?
Alright, 15 seconds guys. Our next round. Going into single arm row, leaning onto our front leg, keeping our shoulders down and back. After that, grabbing onto 2 dumbbells, 1 at a time, and roll. Let's go. So leaning down onto one leg, pulling it back, shoulders down and back. Taking your time, squeezing through that top of the back. If you need to put your elbow down on your knee, you can. And changing sides. Try and go about 5. 5 seconds to go. Then grabbing 2 dumbbells. And standing up, one at a time, nice and tall, just a shoulder height and down. Shoulder height and down. Try and get a nice straight arm. Try not to bend through your back. If you feel like your back is bending, you can stand in a split stance. Good one, 8 seconds to go. Then back to your single arm row. 1 dumbbell. And 1 dumbbell down. Nice long stance. And 5, 4, 3. Very nice. And changing sides. 5 on the other side. 5. Shoulders back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Grabbing 2 dumbbells. Choose your stance. And 1 at a time. Make sure to breathe throughout the exercises. Working through the shoulders on this exercise. After these, a 45-second break. Last 10. Making sure you're not swinging behind you, bringing it back to the side of your leg. 4, 3, 2, and 45-second break. Well done.
Right, so still talking about first trimester, right? So at this stage, a lot of doctors talk about cutting out leg press, deadlifts, and barbell squats. However, probably the biggest one you cut out is leg press. Like I said, if you've been doing deadlifts, barbell squats prior, keep doing them, right? And like I said, it's how your body feels. If you feel like it's not going okay down there, then literally stop doing the deadlift and the barbell squat. But at this point, we should be cutting out the leg press because it cuts off the circulation to the baby, right?
In our next exercise, we will be doing a style of deadlift, single leg RDL. But if you don't have any weights, you don't want to use any weights, you can just bring your arms forward, unlocking that front knee, and then bring it straight back up. Trying to go 5 each side. So these guys will use 2 dumbbells, keep it close to their leg, keeping that chest up, and then squeezing through the glute to get back to the top. If you don't want to use any weights, you can try and go 2 each side, changing from one to the other. No weights, try and extend those arms out. Go 2 each side, then change. Nice, big reach. And our second exercise, grabbing those dumbbells. We're going to go to an Arnold press. So we're going curtsy lunge, down, stand up, twist to the top, and twist back around. 2 on each side. Or you can change every single rep. Elbows are nice and wide. As you come around, twist away. As you come back, twist towards you. 2 rounds of those, 2 exercises. 3, 2, and down. Very good. Back to our RDL. 1 leg behind. 2 each side. Keeping that chest up nice and tall, shoulders down and back. If you want to use 1 weight, making sure you're changing hands as you change legs. Very good. Back to our 2 dumbbells. Palms facing in, coming around and down, and then pressing up. 2 on the same side, or alternate legs. Coming around this way. 15 seconds. Then you have a 45-second break. Last 5. And 45 seconds break.
Alright, so let's talk heart rate now. Alright, so heart rate is obviously important because the more heart rate, or the higher your heart rate is, the less that the blood flows down through to the baby, alright? An old school method of teaching was the heart rate stays under 140. It's a good recommendation, right? But however, as of August 2020, they are now saying whatever you used to do prior, you can do now. So if you have a higher heart rate, you can have higher, keep away from HIIT, high intensity interval training though, right? But as a general rule, heart rate under 140.
Beautiful. Alright, next one we're going into a wide sumo squat. You can do this with no weights or picking up your 2 weights, holding it between your legs, toes forward, and coming down all the way, keeping your chest up and squeezing, pushing through the heels, and back down again. Keeping that chest nice and tall, bending through the knees, making sure your knees come out the same direction as your toes are facing. Nice deep breaths. After this, we're going to use no weights for lateral lunges. If you want to use weights, you can. Have them by your sides and down. Very good. Nice lateral step to the side. If it's easier for you, you can point your toes to the roof, lean into one side, and step together. Other side, toes to the roof, and back. Otherwise, you can keep that foot down. And up. 10 seconds to go. Then back to your sumo squats, making sure you're pushing those hips backwards. Keeping this leg straight and bending through the knee of the opposite side. Well done, right? Now to our sumo squats, wide as you can. Weights in the middle, shoulders down and back. Nice and slow. And up. Pressing through the heels. Good job. Last 10 seconds. Really squeeze through the legs as you come up. Bending at the knees. And back to our lateral lunges. Last round. Nice wide step, bending through our one leg, stepping together, and lateral to the other side. Pushing your hips backwards, keeping that chest up as tall as you can. You can fold forward, just making sure not to roll the shoulders, and keeping them down and back. Last 5, then last 45-second break, and we'll be on the ground. Very good, guys.
Right, so we want to make sure, right, that everything's been feeling good. If you feel like you can't do something, definitely don't do it. If you find that you're getting some complication problems, go see your GP. We're looking to cut out the leg press, all right, this trimester, and then we're thinking about deadlifts and barbell squats to cut out, right, depending on how you feel. Keep these watching our page, right? So trimester 1 will be this week, next week trimester 2, and then our final trimester, which is mainly pelvic floor exercises.
Very good. 2 exercises on the ground, learning to actually use your T-zone and your pelvic floor muscles a little bit more as each trimester comes on. So today, lying on your back, feet shoulder width apart. All right. So you can start with our flat back. We're going to turn our hips in and roll all the way up to the top, pressing through the heels. Keeping your shoulder blades down and back. Rolling all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Back to a flat spine. Then turning those hips all the way in again, tucking your glutes in nice and tight. And rolling down, one vertebrae at a time. Making sure those knees are not bowing. 20 seconds to go. All the way up. Rolling down, tucking those hips in, squeezing through the glutes, all the way back down. 5 seconds. Then we're going to go into our crunches. And 1. Hands behind your head. We're going to have eye contact with our knees as we bring our shoulder blades up off the ground, rolling up our spine, and coming back down to the ground. Exhale up, eye contact with the knees, and inhale back down. Good, chin tucked in, nice and long neck, elbows out nice and wide. You shouldn't be pulling on your head. Good, last 5 seconds, then we're going to go back to our glute bridge. In 3, 2, and 1. Feet shoulder width apart, let's go. Turning those hips in, rolling up, squeezing your glutes, and rolling down one vertebrae at a time. And again, squeeze, activating your hamstrings, glutes, pressing through your heels, keeping those shoulders down.
our back. So if you do need a rest between your back exercise, roll over to your stomach. There's a major artery that runs through the back into the womb, I suppose, that feeds the baby as well, and it's blood circulation. So we do want to spend a minimal time on our back. So if you're struggling through those, you want to redo this workout, just make sure that when you rest break, you just rest on your stomach. All right.
Beautiful. Well done, everybody. That's it.
Thank you.